Today's question's from Sam, and it's a really interesting one. Sam is a speaker but also a trainer, and Sam says, I always end up starting most sentences with the word so. Sam, you use so, other people use right then, or okay. Okay was the one that I would often use when I was a fledgling public speaker. Where to start with this is by thinking about the word that you're using and why you're using it. You say so, I would use okay, but whatever the word is, it's really about making ourselves feel more comfortable as speakers. We're comforting ourselves. So it may be all right class, if you're a teacher, okay, everything's okay. For you it's so, but that may be so everything's all right, then let's move on to the next idea. So it comes from a need, a desire to comfort yourself. Even the Queen does this. The Queen, when she speaks, usually reads speeches from paper. She tends not to speak off the cuff, but she appears in public a lot, and when she does, you may have noticed, she does this. She clasps her hands together, and there's a belief that this gesture is actually an unconscious attempt to comfort herself, because there's nobody else to hold her hand in life, because she's the Queen, so she holds her own hand. And I think on our own ways we all have a method that we've devised to give ourselves a little bit of comfort, because being a speaker is quite lonely. We're up there on our own. So there's 3 stages that I'd like to take you through on this. They are reflect, notice and replace. So first of all, I would just like you to reflect on why you say so in that situation. Where is that coming from? Is that because you're trying to give yourself comfort? Is it a way of buying yourself a little bit of time before you start speaking again? Is it your way of punctuating your talk? So you're reassuring yourself that, yes, I've done that bit, and now I'm going to move on to the next bit. There's nothing wrong with the word so. It's not a bad word, but maybe it's in the wrong place if you don't want to be using it during your training or your public speaking. So the first thing to do is just spend some time thinking about it. It's great that you've already noticed it. Many speakers do exactly what you do but are completely unaware of it, but you've noticed it, so that's terrific. So the next step is to reflect. What I'd then like you to do is, in your future talks, so any talks or training sessions that you're leading coming up in the near future, I want you to just notice when you say that's so. Don't try and change it, just notice it. Start to notice when you feel it coming. When you feel it coming, just let it happen. Don't try to change anything. So try that for a few sessions, and you can inwardly smile to yourself. There's that word again that I don't really want to be there. So just notice it. And the third step in this process is to replace. It's not a bad word, it's not doing any harm, it's not damaging your talk, but it's just in the wrong place. It doesn't need to be there. So I would like you to replace it, not to get rid of it. That won't work. We're going to replace it, but we're not going to replace it with a word. We're going to replace it with a pause, with a very powerful pause. So once you've spent that time reflecting and noticing when that word comes up, I want you to consciously start to replace it with a pause. So when you feel a so coming into your mind, if you can, when you feel yourself drawing in breath to say so, replace it with silence. So you notice the so coming, you breathe in and replace it with a moment or two of silence, and then continue with what you were going to say. This will take practice. Do not worry if it takes a while to get the hang of it. It may take you some weeks to get the hang of it, but those are the 3 stages of it. Reflect, notice and replace. Give that a try and let me know how you get on.